Hello everybody, welcome to another EDF 4.1 tutorial video. I noticed that it's really hard online to do a search and find all the weapons for all the classes in this game. So I wanted to make this quick video to show every single weapon for the Ranger, and of course I'll be doing the others as well in the game. And so as I do this, just go ahead and pause the video if you need to. First I'm doing the assault rifles, and I'm just going to slowly go through them here. There are 30 total, and this is perfect data. I have every single weapon for the Ranger that exists in the game. Once again, pause the video, and that way you can compare with your list to see what you have and see what you're missing, especially if you're going for the achievement for all the weapons in the game. And once again, it's not too easy, since the Japanese wiki kind of went down for this game, so it's not always easy to find a really easy to look at list of all the weapons. So I thought I would just show it in game here. And these are the shotguns. There are 23 total. And I do not have the DLC on this list of complete weapons. And that's on purpose, because the downloadable content extra weapons that you can get in this game do not count toward the achievements for weapon acquisition. And it also really messes up your collection, because you may have extra weapons and you may have say the total number or more than what you need, but those weapons aren't actually counting for anything, and so it messes up your weapon count completely. So this list does not include any of the special DLC weapons, because those will mess up your count and they don't actually apply to the achievement at all. So there are 26 sniper weapons for the Ranger. And also, after I show all these weapons here, the complete list, I'm going to do kind of a highlight of the ultimate weapons in the game and kind of show you how they work for each class. This video will be the Ranger, and I want to show kind of show off all the Ranger's best weapons after I show the complete list here. But yeah, once again, pause the video and kind of maybe compare it to your list, and you can use the level numbers there and the names as well to see, like, oh, I'm missing something, or I'm missing this weapon, or this level of weapon is missing, etc., etc. And hopefully this will help you find what you're missing and what the level is, so you kind of have an idea of what stage you can farm, and hunt for the weapons that you're missing. Because getting all the weapons in this game is pretty hard. So once again, pause the video, as I keep saying as I go through here, and just kind of compare this list to your list, so that you can find the weapon or weapons that you are missing. And I'll show the totals at the end. But there are 18 missile launchers. Now for the grenade sections, there's actually quite a few weapons, 39 total grenade style weapons. Some of them are just regular throw grenades, and then you actually have grenade launchers. And then of course this category includes the napalm type weapons, which I guess fly like grenades, but they're not necessarily grenades. They're a napalm style weapon. But yeah, once again, I wanted to kind of create a perfect list of every single weapon in the game, and that way those people that are searching for maybe those one or two weapons that they're missing and they have no clue what they're missing, maybe this will help you. You can use the count at the top to figure out which category you're missing a weapon in. Like if you have 38 weapons, you're missing one of the grenade weapons. And finally, the special weapons category has 33 weapons. And after showing this complete list, we'll go ahead and take a look at some of the coolest and best of the Ranger weapons in the game and how they work. The highest level weapons, the most epic ones that you can get, and the ones that you're probably really trying to find. And hopefully you can see them on this list. I won't be able to show, of course, all of the best weapons, because there are several in each category actually, but I'll try to kind of highlight the ones that you'll really want to use while playing the game. So the Ranger has 190 weapons total, exactly. And then there are 7 DLC, but once again, those do not count for anything. So the 190 weapons total is the more important number, especially if you're going for the all-weapon achievement. Those 7 extras from the DLC will mess you up, and they do not count. So just keep that in mind. So first, under the assault rifle category, let's take a look at the AF-100. And I also want to show this other weapon, this other assault weapon as well, because it's worth seeing. These are the 2 most powerful assault weapons that the Ranger can use, and the AF-100 is just godlike. I mean, it is a must-have weapon for the Ranger. Has an incredibly quick reload, a really good, decent clip, really powerful, spread, and a really nice range, nice damage, and you can just mow down onslaughts of ants and enemies. It also has a zoom. It kind of makes it like a sniper weapon. You can actually zoom in, and it has pretty crazy range, to be honest. You can hit things from pretty far away with the AF-100. But this is the all-around great weapon for the Ranger, and pretty much works great in almost every situation in the game. The other one I want to show off is the Fusion Blaster ZD, and this is a non-reloadable weapon, but it's incredibly powerful, incredibly damaging beam weapon. And once again, you can switch weapons to turn it off, but you can use it in certain situations where you're overwhelmed, and you can just mow things down if need be. If there's just like massive swarms coming at you, like you can see here, you can just pretty much mow everything down that's in your way with this. Once again, though, as soon as it runs out, you're done. So it's pretty situational, but it is under the assault rifle category, and it is the highest level weapon you can obtain in that category. So I just wanted to show it off along with the AF-100 here. But yeah, for any Ranger player, this is the weapon you want. The AF-100. Easily the best weapon probably in the game for the Ranger. The most useful. And, the most damaging, the most situations that it can be used in. So I highly recommend trying to get the AF-100. Its level isn't very high, so it's possible you can get it on some earlier Inferno stages. And this is a hard difficulty, by the way, but I chose this level just to kind of show the zoom in ability and with the number of enemies. So let's go ahead and check out the ultimate shotgun, the Buffalo Wide. And let's check out the sniper weapons. There's plenty of awesome sniper weapons. The Stringer J9, one of note. One of the best sniper weapons that the Ranger can have. Ridiculous amount of damage. But I'm going to show off the Lysander Z, which is the highest level sniper weapon that you can get. So the Buffalo Wide isn't the greatest shotgun. But the Lysander is a pretty amazing sniper weapon. The Stringer can pierce. So in a way, the Stringer can be better in certain situations, especially when insects get in the way, as you can see here. But the Lysander has a really good zoom, and you've got 10 shots with about a 0.3 second interlude to where the Ranger can use it again. Whereas the Stringer, you have a 6-second reload time, even though it does huge damage. But it's good for huge damage on a single target. But the Lysander can be better in certain situations where you need to do more damage. And the Buffalo Wide can be useful. It shoots like a shotgun, but in a line kind of spread. Only has 15 shots, and the reload is a little slow. So usually the AF-100 is better in most situations. It can be pretty good against flyers, but once again, the AF-100 still usually is better. Get off me. But the Buffalo Wide is the highest level you can get of these shotguns. Next, let's take a look at rocket launchers. The Stingray MF is the most powerful rocket launcher that the Ranger can get, level 78. And yeah, the Lysander Z is definitely impressive. And let's look at the ultimate missile launcher. I don't recommend using this unless an air raider is with you in the party, and so it has a 21-second lock-on time. So it's probably not worth showing this off, to be honest, but that is the ultimate missile launcher. Instead, let me show you the MEX-5 Emerald. Level 77. Yeah, I did want to show the ultimate weapons, from each category, but then I realized, that one has like a 21-second lock-on, and it's really a rocket launcher that you use with the Air Raider's targeting ability, because 23 seconds is just way too long to lock on to something. The Air Raider's lock-on beams reduce that lock-on time. So the Emerald is actually pretty good at aerial enemies, and it has an incredibly fast reload, as you can see there, and you can shoot 5 heat-seeking rockets, which are deadly efficient, and the lock-on is incredibly fast, making this a pretty useful weapon in many situations. I often use it on flyers that are in the distance, and a lot of flying alien units instead of just bugs, the flying ships as well. And the Stingray MF is pretty much the best of the rocket launchers. Incredible firepower, has really good reload. Pretty accurate, a very accurate shot. But of course it's a one, target weapon, so not that great against huge hordes of insects. And of course, if they're all coming at you, you don't want to shoot it because you'll probably blow yourself up. The Emerald is nice because the rockets go up, and so you usually don't hit yourself and damage yourself using it. Still pretty cool though. Next, let's take a look at a different category here. Let's go with the grenades. It's hard to choose, but I'll do the ultimate level here. The highest level you can get. The UMA's grenade launcher, which is pretty amazing, level 90. And it is worth showing one of the other grenade weapons here, especially the napalm weapons. One of the best, the Stampede is different too, and then of course you got the regular grenades. One of the best of the grenades, or the napalm weapons, is the level 55 napalm launcher, but Yeah, since it's not the ultimate one, I'm not going to show it off, but it's definitely one of the most useful weapons. But let's look at the Volatile Napalm ZD, which is his ultimate napalm weapon. So the grenade launcher is pretty accurate with the targeting. You know, it does lob in kind of an arc. Has a bit of a reload. And once again, it's not that great against, you know, massive hordes that are right in your face. The AF-100 is definitely for that. But it can be really good crowd control from a distance. And it packs a punch, does a lot of damage. So it can be good at bunched up groups of aliens, bunched up groups of insects, and destroying high HP targets. You just have to be real careful that nothing is point blank in front of you before you launch. Especially your NPC allies. Sometimes they'll run in front of you and blow you up. And the napalm is pretty interesting. It doesn't last very long, which is probably its big downfall, but you do get 4 shots, and the reload is pretty good. Unlike the level 55 volatile napalm, which is really long. It lasts for like 25 seconds, I think, but it has a 23-second reload, so the reload is incredibly long. But that napalm is really useful in tunnels and such things. But this is the ultimate level of the Ranger's napalm abilities, is the Napalm ZD. And really its only downfall is that it doesn't burn very long. Still a pretty good weapon. It'd be nice if it was burning longer. Okay, and finally, I'll put the AF-100 on. Let's look at the special category. And yeah, of note, most of the special weapons aren't all that great. But I do want to show one of the special weapons in particular. And it's not the ultimate one, but it's actually the most useful in the game, which is the Reverse Shooter X, level 77. There is one weapon that is a higher level than this one, but it's not nearly as good. So amazingly, even though this takes a weapon slot and it's a heal weapon, the Reverser is incredibly useful in many situations. Basically, it gives you and all your allies, you know, a bit more armor, since it gives 3,000 armor, the Reverse Shooter X here, and you can use it 10 times. Cannot be reloaded, but 10 times, that's 30,000 extra armor, technically. And so you can actually keep your party alive much longer in situations where there's no health drops. You know, occasionally you'll be fighting and you just can't find a health drop and you're running low on health, or you're trapped in a corner somewhere. You can just heal yourself. And so, surprisingly, it's very useful. Even though it takes a weapon slot, it's very useful in many situations. And I've used it in quite a few Inferno missions just to complete the mission. Another unique thing that the Reverser does is it blasts enemies away from you. Kind of like a grenade, but it doesn't actually do damage. But it'll throw all the enemies away from you. Let me see if I can find an ally that I can heal with this. It's also great in multiplayer with your friends to help keep your friends alive if they're struggling or a friend's about to die. You can shoot a blast of it, and it does kind of a smoke screen of healing. And it'll help all your allies out as well. Helps keep NPCs alive, and yeah, as you saw with my first 2 shots, I didn't mention it, but when there's a horde of enemies after you, it'll just throw them all away from you, giving you some breathing room. So, very useful weapon. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. I just wanted to show off some of the Ranger's ultimate weapons in this video, and then give you all the weapon list for those that are seeking all the weapons in this game. And if you like Japan games, And yes, EDF 4.1 is a Japanese game. Consider checking out my main channel on YouTube, YSGuru Japan Gaming. I've got lots of very interesting Japanese games there, as well as other Japanese videos. But for these other kind of tutorial videos that are sort of not quite related to Japan game only, I wanted to put them here on this channel. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed and hope this video helped you out. Good luck with that collection. Good luck getting all those weapons. Jane.